Jason X is one of those forgotten movies that people know it's out there, but they don't ever feel like watching it. Because I remember I had a movie on DVD and I only watched it a couple times. But it starts off super sad too. Like Jason's all old and crinkly in his like weird cell. They've had him in a lab for years and years, experiment on his ass, and they just let him. He just lets them do that to him, and he doesn't kill anybody. So you're just like, all right, Jason. But this part, he kind of is like, I'm ready to escape. Because this guy, the thing that triggers him to escape captivity after years of being experimented on is this nerdy ass dork looking like Eli Roth over there throwing a fucking blanket on him. And like, that's what sets his ass off. Like, that's what makes him just look at him. You're like, which is such a weird design. You're like, God damn it, Jason X. Like, I wanted this shit to be good. Like, I saw this shit in the movie theaters and I was like, lame. So they pulled the damn blanket off of Jason, but it's not Jason. It's that dorky ass dude that was gawking at him. And if like I was Jason, I'd be pissed too. Pissed enough to freaking escape. So he goes all Brock Lesnar on these goddamn guards, and he just freaking escapes, even though he's all old. And apparently this old guy here who gets impaled with a goddamn spear is David Cronenberg, the goddamn director, and he's badass. But now he's dead, and you're like, oh shit, I wish he directed this fucking movie. That would have been badass if Cronenberg directed Jason X. But he doesn't. But anyway, he's ready to fucking escape now, but he's gonna take out this one chick. And like, the guy flies through the damn door with the shotgun just right there, like ready to go for her to take. And it's got like infinite bullets, and it's time for the final showdown at the beginning. Alright, this movie's already not making any goddamn sense. For one, where the fuck is the rest of the goddamn staff in this fucking big ass building with a goddamn cryostasis pod? There was only 5 people in this whole building, and Jason just killed all of them except for this one chick. And secondly, she's got a shotgun. Jason just took a goddamn shotgun blast to the chest, point blank range, and just sort of just like, oh. But now he's getting shot by the shotgun. He's flying back like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, god damn it, Jason, fucking movies. So his ass gets locked in the goddamn cryostasis, fucking Walt Disney ass frozen pod thing, and the chick, goddamn it, is stuck in there with him. And you're just like, okay, no one's gonna get them out of this, or no one's gonna check the building, or get the girl out, or wake her ass up. They just sort of like shut the shit down. It's frozen and it's closed, and they leave forever. And then Jason's ready to burst through the goddamn glass, but like his ass gets fucking frozen. That's all you had to do. You could have did shit in part 3. Just froze his ass with the goddamn liquid nitrogen. I can't wait for cryogenically being frozen to live forever becomes a thing again, because it works for Jason. Like, look at him, he's a fucking big ass popsicle, and everyone's happy to see him. And the students and the teacher douchebag are like, we can put his ass in a museum because it's the future and museums are a thing. And they find the girl who was frozen with him, and they're like, oh shit, it's a girl, we can revive her with our science and technology because it's the future. And they're like, all right. And then Jason is just like, well, I'm still Jason. And he randomly falls over and cuts this dude's arm off. And look how he hits the ground. Jason springs back to life because he can smell the sex in the freaking air. And he's just like, somebody's freaking in here. I gotta go get him. So give me my goddamn knife and a machete because I gotta... And this chick is doing her goddamn science research lab shit. And she gets snatched up and yanked all around the goddamn room because Jason's back, and he's like, I gotta fucking make the movie good because it's getting boring with all the goddamn sci-fi channel shit going on. And he's copping a feel, which sucks for her, and everyone's just like, this is the best kill in the movie. And it probably is, because like people love like the powers of like liquid nitrogen, and it's just like whatever you can freeze and make solid liquid and gas, and they'll freaking do it, and people just love this shit and just smash their damn face on the damn thing like a goddamn snow cone or something. And he's just like, yeah, I'm back, goddamn. I don't know what was going on with Jason X. Like, parts of it are good, but other parts of it just kind of suck. And like the beginning, like 75% of the movie, Jason looks like this, and like you're like, all right, cool, but it's also not scary because everything's so well lit and computery and fake AF. It's just like the visceralness and realness of the like part 3 or 4 where you're just like, that could really happen, out the fucking window. Also, 2 of the lamest kills in the whole damn series are about to fucking happen. Like, this dude's shooting him, and like Jason's just absorbing bullets at this point because he's kind of a zombie thing. This dumbass motherfucking kid jumps on his back, and then Jason does the lamest shit in the whole movie. Look at this kill. Snap. Toss on the ground. He's dead. That killed him. Then this guy fucking just gets his head fucking knocked against the goddamn wall a couple times, and you're like, really, bro? Like, you're in the future, and this movie makes me miss when Jason was just like in the woods and camp and shit, because that was a lot scarier. Like, this movie's way too well lit. Like, he's not in the shadows or darkness, however. Like, they show him way too much. They shoot his ass a bajillion times because he's going against Space Marines, which sucks. It's like, you know, like, I don't know. This movie kind of misses what makes Jason good. There's a couple parts where he does the teleport shit and it makes no sense. He teleports behind. They had just came out of that hallway, but he's right behind him. And then there's this fucking part that everybody says was the coolest part, where he throws a guy on a goddamn giant corkscrew that's just sitting there, lands on the goddamn corkscrew, and then the guy spins around in a fucking circle. And I'm like, this movie is so fucking lame. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, best part of the movie, like, and it just sucks because Jason, the old school Jason, is unstoppable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one, even if you had a gun, you couldn't shoot him with it, because he would just grab that shit out of your hand and smack you with it or some shit, and your head would fly off. This movie, he gets his ass kicked like left and right, and I mean, he keeps coming back, but you're still just like, I don't want to see Jason get fucked up like that all the time. Like, look at him. You're like, God damn it. I mean, he does get his comeuppance, and he does get retaliated and revitalized every single time, and he gets his revenge. This dude was a badass. Fucking, this guy, he was cool. But yeah, this movie is like, if you're a Jason fan, I can see why you don't like this movie, because like, he gets just fucking left and right in this movie, and you're like, I don't like this. And then this next part of the movie makes no fucking sense at all. Their little spaceship, the little yellow spaceship right there, is trying to dock in this base, but they fucking fuck up because Jason kills the guy who's supposed to land it, and the spaceship just destroys the fuck out of this giant ass base. It's like, how is a spaceship gonna destroy a base? It's like, that's like driving your car through a goddamn apartment building, and the apartment building blowing the fuck up, or your car being fine. Look at this shit. Everything's blowing up. They're around explosions, but their ship is fucking fine. But like the big ass base that they were trying to go to and get in and have soldiers waiting to kill Jason, they're all fucking and like their spaceship is fucking fine. I'm like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, why is their ship fucking not destroyed? Like, they should have went, but they don't. Another part that was just weird is the damn robot chick is beating the shit out of Jason, and it's so cringe. I don't know if it's the damn chick's haircut, or the fact that she's a fucking robot, or the fact that it's the moves, or that she thinks she's so cool, like, I'm so cool, I'm gonna shoot you, Jason, blah, 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 or all that, but like, it just makes me cringe. I'm like, I wish they could have reshot this scene and made it a little bit more badass and less like goofy and stupid, but like, this is how Jason fucking dies, dude. Like his body is ruined and destroyed and in pieces, and she's like, hey, yeah, I'm a robot, I can do stuff like that. And I guess she's got a grenade launcher too, and she just starts grenading the fuck out of Jason, and you're like, I don't like seeing Jason get hurt like this. And then like, she shoots his ass again, and it blows up his fucking mask, and you're like, oh man, this bitch right here, dude. After Jason gets his freaking head blown off with a grenade, and his leg and his chest and all that shit, he just happens to fall on a goddamn nano machine repair me table that no one turned on, but like, it's got that fucking flash of lightning, and he comes back as a goddamn demon fucking robot monster thing called Uber Jason. Everyone's just like, oh shit, we should have turned that off instead of leaving it on with him on it and leaving him unattended, because now he's pissed. And people were like loving this new look, I guess. I don't know. It kind of looks goofy too. I'm like, why not just do what they did in the other movies again, like they did for 8 years in a fucking row in the 80s. Now it's just like, we're gonna do 3 Jason movies in 20 years after the 80s are over, and they're all gonna be like, eh. But he's got a cool metal body now, so that's fucking cool. They thought they were being real clever with this scene where they send Uber Jason to Crystal Lake in a goddamn computer, but like, that just makes people want to watch the old fucking movies, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh man, like, even just this one part of him standing in the goddamn grass, it's like, it looks better than the rest of the movie, even though this is probably CGI fucking grass. And there's some ladies, and Jason's like, I gotta get me some of that, and he does. Fucking, but yeah, this whole fucking part just reminds you of all the better movies that came before it, and how cool Jason was, and now he's just doing all the old shit again because he's ran out of ideas. But he's got a cool robot knee, and that's badass, and bam, sweet. So yeah, Jason X, great freaking movie. This guy was a badass. Like, I won't spoil the ending, but I will show it to you. You know, they are fighting, and they magically get on the goddamn escape pod, and this guy is about to fly over to the fucking shit, but then he gets saved, and It's just a fucking awful ending too. Just like, how is he gonna get this big ass upgrade and then fly out the damn ship and then burn up in goddamn space, but then not really burn up because his mask lands in the goddamn. Is this even Earth? Like, I don't even know what planet they're fucking on because I thought Earth was ruined in the beginning, and I guess like after 400 years, 500 years, they'd find new Earth. But yeah, Jason X. Not as good as Jason 4. I'm about to do that one next because this one's just alright. But yeah, had fun watching it, I guess. It just sucks that they didn't do any fucking good Jason movies after this because they did fucking Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, I guess that was alright, but like fucking just kind of cartoony as shit too. And they did that fucking stupid ass remake, and they did one of Nightmare on Elm Street too, and they both sucked. And then they just like, no more Jason. And you're like, but why? So yeah. I mean, I guess they say they're gonna make new Jason shit, but they should because like it's not that hard to make the fucking movies. You just gotta make them good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Jason X, it came and it went, and now we're moving on from it.
You son of a bitch.